completely destroyed by Genya 23.
Hey, I beat Genya. You can do it too. I beat him in the Keysanity tournament.
Oh, I think we might be back. We have things going on presently. It looks like I'm having to watch a little bit of delay, but I'm seeing that Warken got to the pyramid and is working on that check, while smbai has gone ahead and made his way into Ice Palace.
smbai seems to be one of those anti-Meyer. Like, I think it's pretty clear that he very much does not want to do Meyer.
I can't blame him per se. That's pretty awful, like just Meyer in general, and on top of it, you know, looking for a required item in there is pretty awful, but at the same time, it's like, the problem is you might be wishing a little bit too hard if you're trying to say, the progression item that's there must be flippers, and therefore I'm going to try to circumvent only that item. If it's some other item, then you're still going to have to go there to get your progression no matter what.
The thing is, even if it's flippers, that flippers can lead into book, which could be more progression, and you can't fake flippers to get book. He knows book requires flippers.
That's true. He did pick up that knowledge right before he headed into Ice. We are a little bit behind right now just due to technical difficulties as far as commentary, so don't mind it too much, but we did see smbai perform an Ice Palace Bob Jump and continue through the dungeon. Because they don't have the Cane of Samaria, even though they're going to full clear the dungeon, they don't have the option to skip that Ice Palace Bomb Jump, as otherwise they would have to do a much slower clear of the dungeon.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't think we've seen any, like, good items here so far, though.
I am a little... the routing smbai is choosing to take here, where he's going down here before going right, is a little weird with that early small key. Oh, he looks like he's... Oh, this makes sense. He's checking that one location.
Right, that good old favorite of everyone. Meanwhile, where's Warken headed to? This... Wow. Are our runners, like... Are they just, like, cyclically linked? Because Warken's doing the literal exact same thing.
Our runners are joining the Pendant Meyer Hate Club.
And we hadn't gotten to see what those items from the Waterfall Ferry were earlier due to the stream downtime, but it looks like there was a Cane of Burna and a piece of heart.
Yep.
Warken will carry that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure that smbai must have grabbed that.
Yeah, I would assume so. Warken does, unfortunately, lose his fake flippers status here, or his water walk status, I should say, but actually that shouldn't matter too much anyway, as he knows the ledge item is unneeded. And I don't think he would be able to get it anyway. He is also going to find out his disappointment that the Zora item is also garbage. You know, I'm curious about smbai's route through Ice. He is trying to get to that Iced Tea room. It looked like he took kind of a circuitous route to get there, but he is going to get there, so let's see what's in that last chest there.
I think smbai's way of routing to that Iced Tea room might be better than dropping down and backtracking. If not better, it's at the very least not too far off. Because he's going to go directly into the big chest here and then be able to run directly to the boss.
Yeah, it's definitely better than taking the long path all the way around the right, so that's for sure. Warken is heading back to the mountain cave. It looked like smbai got a piece of heart from that big chest, so There's yet another item from Ice that is a non-dungeon item that is also non-useful. Really hoping for some progression, but he just hasn't seen it yet. Warken was heading up Death Mountain. Where do you think he's headed?
Spike Cave?
Ooh. Oh, wow.
I mean, that cane puts Spike Cave in progression.
It's a good point.
Despite the fact that he got the cane out of progression. I'm very confused by this play. I think our runners need to get over the fact that they hate Meyer.
Yeah, I know Meyer is an unpleasant dungeon, but it does really likely to have the thing that you want. Unfortunately, Spike Cave not so likely, as it only had 300 rupees for Warken, and smbai coming out of Ice empty-handed. Not a single thing there for him.
So what could be on the pedestal at this point? Bo can be on pedestal. Is that it?
Oh gosh, why? Why?
I'm just checking. I'm not saying, hey, I hope Bo's on pedestal because I hate these runners. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
So just to be clear, you're not saying it because you hate the runners. You just hate the runners in general. That's not specifically